What do you mean you haven't built your Lich King yet? You know, Antares? You guys haven't done this yet? Come on, let's be real. Let's get into it, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why you want to build Antares today. Not that guy, this guy. Fire Lich Antares. Look at how awesome he is. He's super scary, right? So let's get into the skills really quick. Summons the Soul of the Dead to attack the enemy 2 to 3 times. Each attack has a 40% chance to decrease the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns. A bunch of skill ups and buffs. You don't have to do that much work into him. Skill 2, this one's even better. Inflicts damage to all enemies with a hole that consumes souls and recovers the 50% of the inflicted damage. Absorbs the enemy's attack bar by 15% with a 25% chance for each attack. He attacks like 3 times, by the way. So the damage gets increased 3 times and the cooldown even goes down once. But wait till you see this. This is the best part ever. Gains a turn with a 15% chance whenever an enemy's turn ends. So whenever the enemy is done going, he's got a 15% chance to take a turn. Then if it doesn't activate, the activation chance gets increased. So every time it doesn't work on the enemy's ending turn, his chances to pop this skill is going to go up. And if the effect is activated, the increased activation chance will be reset. That's, of course, obvious. But then check this out. When it does pop, his attack power and his crit rate goes up for 1 turn. I'm telling you guys, he's absolutely devastating in RTA. You're going to want to build him. Now, just to cover this really quickly, leader skill, 24% chance for crit rate. Now, as always, I do my best to model my Antares and my units after the best ones I can possibly find, so that way when you guys watch these videos, I can try to translate and give you guys the best opportunities for yourselves to build your units. Antares is going to be a little bit tankier, so you're going to try and get him up to, higher than 16,000 if you can. Do your best, but you want to model a lot of HP into your build. You're also going to want a lot of attack damage, and, he is going to get hit a lot because people don't want him to go and proc as much as he possibly does. So do get yourself up as much defense as possible. Don't really worry about your speed. He's not really necessary to get that much speed, okay? So he's an undead king. Just think about it like that. He's going to hit hard. He's going to be there. He's going to be tanky. And then if you do get your crit rate higher, that's great. Crit damage is king too, so you want to make sure you have a bunch of that. Resistance. Now, here's the thing, right? We're going to put ours on will. So upcoming, you want to make sure that they have to focus and force the strip off turn 1 if possible. So resistance, you do want some. However, if he gets stunned, his Vio chances are pretty good. I've seen a lot of procking out of stuns in battles, and you might even see that in some of the upcoming clips. So Vio will is critical. A lot of other people do go Despair build if you don't have the stats for the Vio, but that's because the skill 2 does hit multiple times. Skill 1 also hits multiple times as well. And because he does snap in and cut in between the enemy's turns, they do try to get a lot of Despair stuns happening, right? But we built ours on Vio, and the clips are mainly focused on a Vio build, so get ready for that.
Hey, I'm ready.
Alright, now some of you guys aren't even farming artifacts, but let me tell you something. If you can do an additional 22% damage based on your attack, wouldn't you want to do that? Right.
No,
So additional damage, 22% is what I got here. Now, if you guys aren't hitting that level, don't worry about it. Just keep farming. You'll find something sooner or later. These aren't even that good of artifacts or efficient. They're just what I have, right? Additional damage proportionate to his lost HP. Once again, that is when his HP gets lower, he's going to do more damage. So when skill 2 is going to be attacking all the enemies and draining their life, if he's low, he's going to do more damage based on his max HP that's gone. Speed up effect isn't really relevant to him personally. Damage dealt on wind, 3%. That's not a lot, but he's a fire unit doing damage on wind. That's pretty cool. Additional damage by speed is totally irrelevant for him because he's slow. S2 accuracy, that's okay because, he is doing some attack bar manipulation on the S2. And then the life drain, 7%, does work when he is siphoning the HP on skill 2. So these are just my artifacts if you want to check those out really quick. Once again, not very good, but you know, we're just shooting straight for attack, additional damage based on attack here.
I'm gonna see some real action.
And we have a wonderful Sarah DX on Twitch. Make sure you guys go follow her. Untitled, here she goes. She's got some great Antares content coming in for us. We have more Wind Robo, Dark Robo. Ooh, a little Fire Fairy too. Back in Special League. All light team coming in. And C2. Let's see how Untitled comes in. Antares is gonna proc on the first round. Okay, let's go. And we're going to see a stun. Procs out of the stun. Gets in there for the Jin. Goes again. Another proc. Oh, this is the fastest match ever. Golly. All right, it's time for an Iron Josh replay. We're going to mix ours in there as well. I'm just going to skip ahead. We have a basic team here. You know, this is back from Special League, but it is going to give you a nice showcase. The first hit, he's going to proc his passive and go in and do some nice damage. This is one, guys, where you're just going to see a lot of Antares action. I mean, you really do want to recover as much HP right there from 25%. He's going to go a third time. Guys, it doesn't happen every fight like this, but when it does, it's one of the main tilting factors that people see in RTA. Guys, if you don't build your Antares, you're totally missing out on an easy unit to win matches in. A lot of G3, G1s, all the way up through the 1 gold star run up. You are missing out if you're not building your Antares. He's an easy free win a lot. So, sorry, Cabano77 if you see this, but this is the Antares showcase. RedactdMingo, thanks for the submission for the video. We got Antares, Dominic, Fran, and Vigor going against Samath, Shimite, Draco, and Megan. Uh-oh. And let's see here. We got a lot of buffs coming in. This is not going to be good. This is going to be a lot of damage. Fran's almost dead. Antares, Sinkhole, first one, heals all the way back up. Fran puts us back in action. Dominic's still down. Airbender for the Dominic, out of the way. Oh man, this is gonna come down to it. This is gonna be some heavy Antares action. I can just see it now. It's like winter 2022. It's gonna be heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Vioproc, there you go. Antares is still yet to... There's another proc. Okay, Shimite with the Vioproc. Oh my goodness, the Draco's down. And Draco's off the map. We heal Vigor. Big damage from Samath. And Samath is going to come back, probably kill the Vigor. Oh no, Vigor holds on. What is this? Samath hitting like a wet noodle. And Antares is hanging on. Gets a Predator's Cry from Vigor. No! He's so close. Oh my goodness, it's going to come down to Vigor. The Megan leaves the Antares up. Tries to kill. This Antares is hanging on for dear life. Vigor Vioprocs. Antares does not a lot of damage that time. And he's down. It's going to be a Vigor versus Megan fight. And Predator's Cry is going to heal up. She's going to try and strengthen up. He's going to just tear into her real quick, though. Merciless Claws, yeah, you know, healing on her. Shred is going to be probably close to win. Oh my goodness, she even Vioprocced. Or she just outsped him like crazy. But there it is. Antares definitely hanging on there. Definitely did some work. Good submission. Thanks, RedactdMingo. That was pretty awesome. And that's going to wrap it up for some Antares action. Once again, thank you and shout out to the submissions, RedactdMingo and Sarah DX. Make sure you check her out on Twitch, aka Untitled in the Game. But I will catch you guys in the next video. And if you ever have any recommendations on a monster you want to see built or how to use them for RTA, just drop a comment. I'm usually pretty good at getting back to those. Take care, guys, and happy summoning.